Hello guys, let me get the camera set up here a little bit. Well, there it is. After I went ahead with the matte finish, I tried the satin on the wing and I didn't like it, so we went ahead with the matte. It gives me a nice little surface to be on. Let me see. Alright, so I'm going to do some decaling with you guys today. Um, don't know much about race cars, and I usually don't do decals. Um, so, following a few suggestions I've always done anyway. I got my warm water and soap right there. Um, thanks, Tom. I got my warm water. Well, I got the kids separated, Pat. I got the oldest one down here with me. The two youngest ones are upstairs with their 2DSs. Um, as you guys can see, if you guys have never watched the ISM guys, Paul, Britlin, and Timothy, and them, their planes have a crap ton of decals. So does this race car. But like I said, I'm going to be selective because we got rid of this. You could see the blow off valves through the body, the exhaust through the body, which once I clear coat it after the decals, I'll go ahead and paint a few things. Since it's a race car, I think I'm going to go ahead and do as many as the decals as I can. Um, I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Let's start with the wing. I'm going to set our instructions up this way. Usually don't do decals, so please forgive me. It looks like if we're going to go with the wing, are they out of school for the summer already, John? My kids got out the end of June, so they've only been out for a few weeks. And I thought I just had my decal scissors right here. Yep. All right. You work tonight, John? It looks like, okay, it looks like right here, we're going to start with, I'm going to start with these right here. So we need the Nissan, the Dunlop, the two Calsonic decals. So it looks like the big Nissan. So let's go right here. It actually gives us numbers, don't it? Number 36, 39, 36, and what's this, 40. So we got, all right, 39. Guys, I usually don't do decals. If you guys notice, most of my stuff is just paint. So we're going to do this. I'm going to soak them in the water real quick. I'm using lukewarm water. That's what a lot of the guys suggest. And I'm going to cut out the Calsonics right here. I should say I do decals. I just haven't done race car style decals, I should say. They recommended, if you guys read some of the things, they recommend getting a piece of paper towel out, putting it down, pulling your decals out. I got lukewarm water with some soap in it. Now I don't know where the other decal went. The Calsonics. Get those out. Alright. Recommendations were use tweezers. I'm going to get a new hobby knife. A new hobby knife with a new blade. You know the old saying goes, do as I do, not as I say. So let's follow the instructions that we were given. Alright. No, I haven't seen. I've been watching Savacito and them doing the building of it. You know, building the boxes and stuff. Tom, I haven't seen it out of the kit. Another kit that I've been looking to see, I don't know if any of you guys own it or have it, is I have a promo that I got from Busted Knuckle Garage, but it has a bad grill in it. And I was looking, I don't know if any of you guys got the MPC. I'll take this first Calsonic and put it right here. I don't know if any of you guys got the MPC version or the round 2 release version of the Gran Torino Isaacs Ford. And I didn't know if that was a repeat of the Johann stock car kit, or I've been wanting to see an unboxing of it so I can see if the damaged pieces from that grill, if I can chop up the promo grill and the stock car grill and fix my grill. So it's showing the 2 Calsonics and then the Dunlop right up top. Tell you what, these are a cardiograph decals, and I know Paul and Sam and them all really dig these decals. So far they lay down really nice. Look at that. That's real nice. And then the big Nissan. Oh, damn it. Guys, I forgot I didn't pay attention. I cut this little Nissan off right there above that tail light, so let's put it on real quick. So we got that on. Come on, focus. It's not wanting to focus, but we got that on. Alright, since I got a big, large decal right here, I'm going to pre-wet this. Get you guys back over here. I'm going to pre-wet this. And put this big Nissan decal. I think this right here would be good if you guys are doing special Nissans. Like a custom Nissan or something. This right here lend you great for the decal sheet, but not at $30 a kit. But I did see, like, I picked up that Revell. I picked up the Revell Fiat 131, and you go on eBay to look for some Revell 131 stuff. There's no kits available, but the decal sheets, they have some decal sheets. Man, they're like 30, 40 bucks. So then I type in the Escort, Revell Italeri and Revell been sharing the same mold on that Escort over the years. Just making sure you get all the air bubbles out of that. Alright, is there anything on the side? On the side of the wings, it's the little Nissimo decals. So let's cut those out and get those in the water. Okay. So we'll get that in there. Alright. And what was I saying, guys? Somebody refresh my memory. I forget. I'm getting old, damn it. We'll just do the whole top of the car. Oh, if you guys was doing a custom project or whatnot, I guess this would land good for some Nissan decals. But you know, I'd hate to see you guys buy the whole kit. Well, at least you get. Hello, Rob. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, the Escort kit, the square body style, Tom. Um, here's the Italeri kit. Here's the Italeri kit. I'm gonna cut. I got two of these. I'm gonna cut them up. I'm gonna cut one of them up and put a C1 kit on it, and the other one we're gonna cut up and do something else to it. C1 doesn't make a kit for it. I'm gonna cut up a C1 kit to do it with. I really like these Nisimo decal. See, I don't know, maybe something's on my camera. Camera clean up for a minute, guys. Alright. I really like that Nisimo decal. It says Nissan Motorsports International. Come on, focus. They don't show no decals underneath the wing. It's just showing them on the sides. Like if you look up, it's only showing them on the sides and on the top right here and on the top right there. I can't do the window decal yet, guys, because we're not that far along. Okay, so we got that down. We'll let that set. Alright, let's continue on with the top of the car. Guess we could keep doing that. The way it's got this set up, which GTR, John? It's showing, excuse me guys, it's showing I gotta lay this down first and then put a Nissan over the window. So I bet it's this one. So I bet it's number 38, yeah. It's gonna be that one. But we can do this. We can do this YHP on the front. So the drivers go on the door, not on the platform. Okay, let's do this. Hello, Matt. Thanks for joining us, bud. Sydney, Australia. Is it late or early there? Petrified is almost fossilized. So it depends upon how far you want to go. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this. Do this YPH. Do the YPH. Then let's do, what else are we doing? Yeah, I'm 43, so we're all right around the same age. Well, not Pat. Pat's almost petrified, he said, but we're getting up there with you, Pat. Then it says we got two. Oh, I didn't see a YP8. Oh, there it is. Okay. Then we need this YPH. We need this YPH right here. Okay, we need the YPH right there. We need the little white Nissan emblem. Okay, we need the little white Nissan emblem. What else we need? The JECC. Oh, the two driver stickers. Alright, we've got a load of decals right there. And then what we got? The JECC. Okay. Then we get a yellow JECC sticker on the back. Okay, let's go with these set of decals right now, guys. Hello, Pete. I see you're back with us for a little bit. Pete, you in the office today, or are you out and about? If you guys didn't know, Pete gets to spend some of his time out on the road, and he's always time sharing with us the neat old cars that he's getting. He gets to see when he's out there. Up there in the middle of New York, you know how populated it is, and when he's out and about on the road, it's pretty neat to see some old classic cars that he comes across. Pretty neat to see when he automotive catch of the day that some of you guys like to share on Facebook. Some parts of the world, some things are more common than others. When I had unlimited cable TV, I used to watch a show called Chrome, and it was about Puerto Rico and Cuba. Mostly a lot of cars from Cuba that we have junked over here in the U.S. for years. They still have commonly down there. Like a lot of people in the United States probably don't even know what a checker is. And they still use checkers as everyday vehicles down there. You know, just the different cultures. And you know, down there in Cuba, they hadn't had a trade for years, so an American export trade, I should say. So, you know, they were limited on to what kind of vehicles they had. I took my kids and my wife to the Cayman Islands in 2015. We went to the Cayman Islands, and it was sick to see all the cool vehicles that they were still driving over there that, you know, you don't get to see in other places of the world. So we're doing the front. We're doing the front end right now, guys. Trying to do these decals here. So this Hewlett Packard, it goes on the very front fin. So let's do this first, because it goes on the first fin. I think Paul and them were doing a plane one time, and on the plane, it probably had, well, maybe it was Andreas, not Paul. I can't remember. Um, Probably had 1,000 decals just on the bottom of the plane. Um, Jesus, indicators and what have you, all the stuff that plane details have. That makes this decal sheet and decal instructions look like easy peasy compared to what some of them guys go through. All right. That way, if you're looking at it, it looks like that way. If we're looking at it, it looks like it's going down to that vent. Let me get out John Sharpie. What do you use for your decal setting solution? Are you using yeah. I'm going to use this Walters. Fairly old, but see if it works. Some of these curves, the decal's not wanting to lay down. So we'll just add some of this to it real quick. Okay. And then you just let that set there, guys. Now it's saying that the driver emblems, remember I was going to put them down on the door. It looks like they go on top. John, are you building one of these for the ISM? If you have, I guess I must have missed it. I know John and some of them guys are using Solvaset and some other different things. This is just something I've had for a while, so I thought I would try it. What are you doing, son? Let them on there. Some of that stuff is not wanting to roll. That's one thing about decals, guys. You guys got to be careful. You gotta have to have some kind of help, because some decals, they're made on flat paper. I know some of the guys like Paul over at ISM, on his carbon fiber that he uses for his motorcycles, he actually is, instead of using the decal sheet that comes with them, he's actually getting decals and then cutting, masking them off and making his own shapes, so that way he can get it to lay down better on the curves and stuff. All right, so we got that. We got that. All right. What else do we do? Do that. Do that. Okay. Over here, it's showing the E. Let me see, is that right? Yeah, over here it's showing. So get you guys back up here. Over here, we're going to apply these decals right here now. The E and the triangle. Yeah, I heard that about the white vinegar, but I don't have no white vinegar on hand, Pat. Yeah, and like John said, it helps them. It helps them to adhere, but some stuff. What's up, bud?
My stylus was in your box.
I hadn't seen the stylus in forever. Oh, your yellow one. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back with another cup of tea. Not as dark this time as last time. John, Mark was in here a while ago, and he was suggesting that I drink my tea with milk and sugar. And I didn't know, is that just in his neck of the woods, or do a lot of you guys from the UK put milk and sugar in your teas? I had never heard of that.
One day I was digging in
For hot tea? Oh, hello, Punch.
that didn't end up running, and I found all this.
If you guys don't see the first part of this video I did this morning, tea and talk with Minnie, I'd started painting this. I started painting this, and the blue and the plastic, I put 2 coats of primer on it like I do everything else. And when I went to spray the royal blue on it, it crazed the plastic so bad. I was trying to show these guys how to save it instead of throwing it in the bin. And I expressed how a few builders get so frustrated with the build that they throw it away. And then I showed them how to do this little camo thing with the sponge and some paint real quick. Just to show them how they can save their build. And then right now, Punch, we're just doing some decals, and we were explaining, me and John were talking about how an airplane is when, you know, you go to decal an airplane, how it has so many insignias all over it. This right here is probably, looks like a busy decal sheet with all the numbers and everything. But when you go to build some of the planes that John and Andres and them do, that, you know, it's just, this is simple compared to some other planes. Alright, so looks like all the decals I want to put, oh, number 24. We're going to put a number 24. It wants it up this way. It wants it right here. So let's do a 20. Oh. Hey. Mm-hmm. I don't know how well these will show up being black. And then if we turn back to the front end, it's wanting some of the Dunlop stickers.
Wow. It wants to work now. What happened?
It's wanting some of the Dunlop stickers to be down around the folded curve. Hello, Spunky. I seen your video's been posted up. Guys, just on the decals, Don't get it twisted. I never built a race car, Pete, so I'm trying to do what is suggested, or should I say suggested or should I say recommended? What would be recommended? Okay. So I get the number 24 in there. And then it's wanting some Dunlops put over the bottom. I need to get a coffee. I need to get a coffee warmer down here so that way I can tell my water's already cooling off. So I guess it can't be a race car without a number, right, guys? So it's wanting it crooked or cockeyed, however you want to say it.
They got plastic bags and they use the iron to secure the food in it, and then they got hot cover all the food was floated around in it in the plastic thing. It takes an hour and a half to cook like that.
Yeah, I remember when you were doing the bombs. That's when I seen your decal sheet, and you had mentioned how many there was, and then Andreas showed out his one that he was doing. Okay. All right, stop. So let's go with the little before we move on to the sides. Well. So it's showing the black on the front here. See on the front here where it's showing the little Dunlops? It's only got one decal on the back. We've already done that. So let's go with the two. Caddy, you want... Yeah, cattywampus. When you say cockeyed in these parts, I think you're making fun of someone's brother. Oh, hillbillies, man. Gabriel, just I made a video earlier today, and I actually will show you how I done that, sir. If you want to go back to this morning's video, it's called Tea and Talk with Minnie, and I actually show you step for step how I did the camo. It's just a couple versions of paint. You don't want too many that clash together, and sponges, and you just move it around, you know. This was, like I said, guys, I was trying to show you guys how to save a body, and that was the intentions of this. Let that sit out here for a minute. See, what else do we need for the front end? I'm going to save, I'm not going to put on the Japanese logos right here. I'm going to save those for my Sunny build. I really want to save those for that. So we'll do that, and then like... Oh, John. And I think I'm going to do the Hewlett, the Nissan, the Dunlop, and the 24. I think I'm going to save this JEC and the NTN for a different build. I don't see where QB comes in. I got two stickers that say QB, but I don't see them on the car anywhere. See these stickers number 25? Oh, okay. They go on top of my headlight lenses. I probably won't use them either. Okay. So I need I'm gonna need the Nissan. One, yeah. If you guys don't follow Steve Hemming on Facebook, he is the operator and owner of Hyro Boy. Him and his wife just celebrated their second wedding anniversary, and they went cruising. They took a vacation and went cruising, and on their trip cruising, he came across a lot of cool little sunny trucks that he shared with us in pictures. Some really nice and clean, some just sitting there wasting away. It was just really neat to see the history he came across this week. Alright, so put my last little set of decals in there, and we're almost done, and then I can take this and reset it. See, where does it go? They want it to go right up front. Right up front, just like that. John, this morning I was trying to show these guys what Norm showed us, how to do the metal effect with the foil. I couldn't find no foil on hand, so I improvised and used steel wool. A little Dunlop there. A little Dunlop there. Hello, Stig. Guys, if you ain't checked out Stig's newest video, he built a sick looking transit van. I can't say that name to save my life. Larry released a Ford Transit van around the same time that they released the Escort. Like you guys know, I'm a fan of the Escort. I actually want to get a few more of those Escorts, but Stig took the van and built the van. It's a 4x4, bad engine. Oh my God, crazy! You guys, the paint is crazy on that, Stig.
So what's this red like that?
Yeah. What video did you post today then? The XB? For some reason I thought yeah, that's right. The video I seen today, you had an XB, and the pictures I'm talking about were from Facebook. Stig's got a 3D printer, guys, so he made his own radiator and stuff. He's been making his own parts the last couple months since purchasing his 3D printer, and dude is doing some awesome stuff. Alright, now it's showing the Hewlett showing the Hewlett way up high on the door. So let's do that. Okay. What do you guys think? Work this in here a little bit. All right. Then it's showing the Nissan right at the door line. Now, if you guys don't remember, the last race car I tried to build was the Tamiya Capri, and the decals on it sucked so bad. I just shit canned them and made my car a track day runner, where, you know, like a test runner, where they didn't have no labels or anything. Thanks, Stig. Now, what had happened, I know you're just now coming in, and I sound like a broken record to some of you guys, but Stig, I painted this, and the primer went down fine like always. I use the same primer I always do. I went to paint it royal blue, the deep, deep blue that you see on the bottom, and it crazed so bad. It crazed really bad. You guys can see the earlier video I have up today, the other one I posted up today, Stig, when you get time. And you can see how bad the body was before I did the camo. And I just wanted to show you guys how you can save a build in that, you know, my intentions wasn't to go this way, as I've explained. But maybe just give you guys some insight on how to save a build. Guys, Stig not only can make his own parts, he makes some great decals too. And so some of his builds, he's a fan. He's always been a fan of mine. And when I first came to YouTube, if you guys don't remember, I was doing lots of lowrider builds. So Stig was really impressed by what I was doing with the lowriders, that he made his own decals and did some lowrider builds himself. Great people like that, even though I might not ever be able to see Stig in person, him being overseas and me being in the U.S., it's great to know that I inspired another builder to do something that they weren't comfortable at doing, and then to see him do it so well really shows that what I'm sharing is actually being accepted and enjoyed. He built that El Camino. You still have the El Camino, Stig? He built a sick El Camino with all its own decals and murals and stuff. And on this van. Now, is the van hydro dipped, or is that paint and then you put decals over it? The van is wild, guys. You guys need to see the van. Right here, Kirby. It's right here, bud. John said Sharpie Models says this is piss water, but he don't know our American tea, John.
20.
Yeah, the van is just too cool.
Okay. It goes faster when you both.
Now, Ron, Stig doesn't post as much here as he does over on Facebook. So if you guys get a chance, go to Stig's page on Facebook, and you'll be able to see quite a lot more updates. His work over there. Beautiful work as always, Stig. Yeah, I knew you didn't, Ron. I'm trying to persuade you to go over there. You'll be able to take better part in the many giveaways we do over there. Um, like I said earlier this morning, guys, we raised about 500 bucks for Young Model Master, but between shipping and some other stuff that we have to take care of to get um, to get Butch's stuff to Canada and some of the other stuff that people donated. We'll be getting a few. We'll receive a few gifts as well. Um, I haven't got the money in yet to do the shipping, and once we get that, once we get past that, I'll send the rest to Young Model Master. I got to talk to him and his mom on the phone the day we sent it on July 1st, and we sent him $450 that day, and then explain to him that there will be more coming after we do the shipping and everything of the stuff. I bet that's a problem for all you guys that bought your own printers. Um, I can just imagine how many people hit you guys up for stuff, not knowing. I know Josh over at Ramsdick Design, and I know, I know Stan and Andreas and Mike, Hobbyman Mike, Gilbert, and all them. They all bought printers about the same time. I know what it's costing you guys that are buying the printers, and I know what the filament cost and stuff, just because you guys are my friends and I talked to you guys when you were setting them up. But some of these people, pay great money. You got to pay for each design before you could print it and stuff, and these people get hit up all the time for free stuff. So if if these guys do something for you, like Stig, if he does something for you, please hold up with your end of the deal and make sure you're not making him waste his time, his filament and whatnot, if you guys ain't really going to purchase anything from him. Because it's not cheap. I think, some of the printers, I think the cheapest printer I seen that I can go and get, I wouldn't have to wait for shipping to get here, was about 300 bucks all the way up to about $4,000. They have a resin one that builds from the bottom up, and it comes up out of the liquid, and then basically your base would be here, then your top would end up down there. I've seen some cool things. We're not done with that yet. And then there's the 24 on top, and you can see how that decal set is letting it fall into the door cracks and what have you. Then I'll let this set and dry for a while before I try to put clear over it. Oh, what I was going to say, yeah, I was talking about the Italy Escort. So I wanted to buy a couple more because I have plans on cutting up a few C1 kits to make my own custom. And then, um, man, some of them decals just to later, Stig. Right now I'm using some old train decal set that I had off of a project I painted for somebody a couple years ago. Back then it was $2.89. You can see the old Walters label. This came from when the train. This right here came from Train Store. Walter sells a bunch of rail cars. a bunch of different decals, and I was doing a project for a guy, and he let me keep this. You can see I hardly ever use it because I hardly ever use decals. Um, but it seems to be laying down all right. I just don't know. I haven't cleared it yet. Um, Instead of putting, I don't know if I want to do the decal across the window. I kind of want to do a decal across, unless you spill it, John. I kind of want to do something across here, give it a little bit of there, but I don't know yet. Um, let's do. You use the Walters too, John? Now, here a few months back, John and his son actually were doing a few videos together, and then he lost his process to do videos. I like watching you guys when you guys get to sit down and actually build with your kids. I think that's cool stuff. Yeah, well, I got a lot of decals promised to John, Pete, and ooh, we can do some plumbing decals on it. Look, I just opened up the drawer and found these. Make it the plumbing, commercial, and residential right across there. Huh. I mean, I got a bag of race decals, but some of these look pretty old. Let's see what we got. What do you got? Oh, bats. Yeah. I can add some Team Los decals on it. Really confuse people. It'll be part Nissan, part Toyota.
It'll be okay.
Yeah. I got some Havoline decals, some McDonald's decals. But you can put some Zint on it and really confuse them. Make them more Tom's. Look, Pete, from the Honda kit. I didn't even know I had these. Summit Racing, Mac 1. Oh, look. Do I got this kit? I don't even know if I have this race car kit. Oh, yeah, I do. I can do a big Mustang emblem on the back. Later, Mr. Parker. Thanks for joining us today, bud. Looking through my race car decals, guys. Yeah. I can put some... You know what? Great idea, Pete. I do have those. That is a great idea. Watch out. Watch out. I do have those. I do have those. I gotta put my damn cheater glasses on. See? I knew building live with you guys would give me inspiration and ideas. Alright, Pete. Let's do the number 24s. Get those out of the water. Oop. Get my first skilled world out of the water. Let's see. Let's see what we do. We're going to put 124 right here. Emily. Watch out. Guys, I'll be right back upstairs with you. Went and got me some warm water, guys. I'm back. I'm gonna put the scaled world back in there. See, while I'm letting those set up, let's do the other 24. Oh, I guess this being Nissan, Pete, I can always send it to the September show. Being Nissan is the sub theme. Alright. Let's see if it's ready to come off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What do you think, Pete? Then let's do it right here on the side also.
You forgot one of my sibling.
Then put one on the side.
You forgot one.
Yep, there's two. I think now we need one across the front though, Pete. Dang. All right, look at that, Pete. Wonder if we got room. Do we got room on the fin somewhere? I guess we can do it. Guess we can do one on the back fin right here. Let me get another one in there soaking. Where'd my decal sheets go? Let's get one soaking in there, Pete. What, Emily? No. Mason, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get the cord go over by the TV. If you see the
Be quiet. No.
I can't get out.
Alright, I got one more in there, Pete. I'm gonna put one across the fin. The rear fin. It's a psychological thing. Yeah. Yeah, I seen them building them.
Alright, it's coming.
I seen them building them, you know, coming off the press and everything. They look like great kits.
It's coming.
And like I was talking back and forth to him about maybe a 79 Caprice, you know, something like that. Yeah, they shipped. I mean, he took pre-orders a while back, but he shipped them quick right after they got done, and it was great seeing their video. It's going to be great to get to see a builder's point of view of it, Tom. Pete, what do you think there? Right there at the back of the fin? It's not as... Alright, and then like I said, I'll still have to build areolas for this, and yeah, you knew it was coming, and that's how I'm gonna be waiting for this. Me and Pete made a pretty decent order with C1, and like I said, we've gotten some stuff to give away for the Diversified Scalers show in September. We purchased some stuff to give away here with you guys, and then we, you know, of course, picked up some stuff for us to build. And share. We got three more Sunny truck kits coming. They're already ordered and paid for, just waiting for them to be delivered. So we're excited. As soon as everything starts showing up, we'll be able to move on to something else. Yep, put it down. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and secure all these decals down with some solution. What do you think, Pete? Scaled world right there. See, I can't really take it off the fin. So let's see what it would look like once we get it mounted to... Oh, you dummy. It'll look pretty visible. And we'll let all this stuff set up and dry, and then we'll get another thing of matte on it. Let's see. You know what I could find? Let me see if I got tuner decals. I have a bag. I get my decal bags are set up like this, guys. I get stuff when I'll make all my bags when I pick up decals. It'll be tuner decals right here. Oh shoot! Collapse. Then I have race. That's what we was digging through a minute ago. And then Pete mentioned the Scaled World decals. Let's see, tuner decals. Let's see what we got under tuner decals. I have big red R's from a Honda. This is a Nissan R. You guys seen I cut up, these right here were from the Drift Series 1. I've cut it up a bunch of times. Oh. I thought I had a kit with a bunch of Japanese writing on it. Look, Pete. Got that GTI Performance decal if you need this for one of your windows on one of your builds. Oh, George. Look what I just found.
Alright.
Dude, I could put these on the 4-door, Pete. The little Bluebird.
Dad had a controller with that. How do you think he played the Xbox without the wire?
What kit are these from, Pete? Do I have this car? Look, I got a complete decal sheet for an Accord. Now that's in bright colors. They look good. We don't even have no total stations in the U.S. anymore, I don't think. Got some Mitsubishi emblems. Throw on there some STI. What is this? Got some TE 27s. So it's Honda and Acura, Nissan and Infiniti. Is that right, guys? Sometimes I get them confused. We can put a WRX. I'm gonna look. I don't know if I have that kit, Pete. Honda. Oh yeah, I got that kit. But it should be a good. Should be a good new kit. Basically, all my Nissan decals were going to John or George. So let me see. What I got. Pete shared with me too. Pete is working on Nissan 300Z this week, and it's looking pretty good. See, I got Pete. I got the project. Remember, we got this project piece. I don't know if I promised the decals yet. The gauge decal is gone.
Are gone. They're all gone. There's a section for the games are gone for.
I don't see the ducks. Is that what's missing? A dash gauge or the ducks?
Natural pressures are more different dollars. That's something I know for sure.
Oh, I must be missing a decal sheet because I don't see the drivers' names, the Nisimo decals, or the ducks, unless they didn't come in this kit. Well, it looks like this might be it, guys. I got the mirror pieces. And what is this decal sheet there? That's the lettering for the tires. I guess we're SOL Stevenson on this one. I knew it was, we knew it was missing pieces when we got it. I just didn't know what it was missing. I showed you guys I got another. I guess I didn't show you guys that earlier. I got another. I'm letting this while I'm letting the decals dry. Let's look at this. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Move some of this stuff right here out of the way. Oh, that just fell. Oh. I came across this Rocky Butcher. I'd already had this one, and it was a parts. It was something that I purchased. It was missing. Oh, the parts were all off the tree and everything already. It was in bags like this. One of my favorite kits. The decals were all already chopped up for whatever reason. And, you know, all the pieces. I got this one a couple years ago. I offered Sam McCord from ISM this one. I just have never got a chance to ship it. It's complete kit. It's a complete kit. I had asked him if he wanted to trade one of his bell kits for it, and I just have never shipped this over to him. I told him I'd ship it to him, let him look at it and see if it's something that he wanted to build. But then I got a third one from Rocky Butcher this week. Guys, these kits are going for about $90. I got this one here. It's missing the tires, but everything else is there. It's just missing the tires on this one. So I had to scoop it up, and said it was missing a few pieces. Was I interested in it? And I said, hell yeah. And I told him what I couldn't, what pieces were missing, as I would just supply with Revell Mustang parts. And I'm thinking about putting a Coyote motor in this one, and the Mustang interior in this one, and taking the racing seat. I'm missing this whole sprue out of the white car. This is the whole sprue that, well, not the interior piece, but I'm missing this right here out of the white car. The race car is easier to get out of the Mercures. The factory car is really hard to find because it's got all the stock interior in it. The race car is easier to get out of the Mercures, the thing in it. But I had built it. Yeah. But I had built it years ago. And if you notice the difference, somebody just bottom burped here, guys, and it smells disgusting. And here's the street car version. It had the regular interior in it, a different side window setup. And this is the street car version. They come with the motor detail, but the hoods don't open. You know, they're all molded in and everything. But basically the same chassis parts on the stock car and the race car. It's just the race car was harder to get. It has the factory car has the factory interior. It has the built-in sunroof. I would love to find the original street cars, but I can't. So I picked these up, and I'll build these. If you guys notice, the two difference is you got a different grill opening for the race car. Well, basically the whole bumper is different too. And then, as you can see, the side mirrors, gas tank is open up on here. Not the side mirrors, but the side windows. You see how they're different. Factory car has a sunroof. The race car don't. No. And then on the rear end, it's basically the same. other than, you know, you got your safety latches for the race cart right there, and no Ford emblem on there. Here in the States, these were a Mercure. These were Mercure XTR 4Is. But over in England and the UK, they stayed as Ford Sierras. Um, so we got them over here under the Mercure label, not the Sierra label. Um, straight 6 cylinder or straight 4 cylinder was your options. Almost all of them were 4 speed cars. Um, this right here was a factory street version, and it didn't come with the hood open. It's all molded in. It does have the lower motor detail. What the hell? I don't even remember. I built this one so long ago. You can see it has motor detail to it, Preston, but it doesn't. The hood was molded in. You can see it, you know. You can see there's no gap or nothing in the hood like it had an extra piece. I want to detail this body up as a street car because I like it with no sunroof, and I like the hood vents. You know, I can put my Coyote motor. I can put the Coyote motor in here. I can run 2 turbos on it, because it does on your inner piece. It has you know, my sidewalls. All I'll have to do is build a core support and a firewall. You know what I mean? And as you could see, the motor insert piece shows the turbo. It shows the down pipe. You know, with it being a race car, that it comes off with the downpipe, and then the exhaust hits the downpipe, and then it blows the exhaust off out underneath. But you go to the top, and it's just an empty plate. I'm saying, so there's decals there. I mean, there's detail there, and you can see on this one here, it just gave me the dual exhaust, and you know, it just didn't. Preston, if you ever want to get rid of a factory car, let one of us know. Oh, yeah, no worries then, bud. Build it and enjoy it. That's one thing I like. I don't have the room, or should I say I don't have the money to be a collector. So usually if I pick something up, I've got plans to either build it, use it for parts, or build it for someone else, like my brother Pete over at Scaled World. Stuff that for George Ramos, that I've been able to build a few things for George. I don't care about the value of the kit per se as to what it's worth. It's what can I build out of it. And that's why, you know, I plan on cutting the hood open on this one. Like I said, doing a Coyote motor, and getting it ready for the road, and building a street car. Preston, I will tell you this, buddy. Let me get some stuff handled. I got another set of these wheels. If you want to use my build as inspiration, I'll send you the wheels so that way you can get the same look. I use Revell tuner tires, you know, like come with the Honda Civic or the Revell Acura and stuff like that. I use their tires with these Hoppin' Hydro wheels. With these Slim 20s is what I used. But I just put a different tire on it so I can get a lower profile. Yeah, this is all 2K clear. Mark, this was done. See, I've been married for 17 years. I've been with her for 18 years. This is one of the cars I cleared at our first place together. So this right here is probably done about 17 years ago. And it was 2K clear. Hype on Hydros was at the peak of their business. I can get these all day long for $6. Um, I was using leftover clear from the Ford Body Shop. And see, Preston, these right here have the mounting spokes to it. So you just drill them out. You can see right here, I just drilled them out, added the Tamiya brakes to it on the back and on the front, and just, put them on the car. Um, Mark, we decaled the Nissan from this morning. And then here's the rest of the car. Mark was with us earlier this morning when we were doing the sponge. I was just going to show him the finished product. So now I'm letting this set up for a little bit, Mark, and I'm going to go put another set of clear on it and be done with it, and then start detailing it and stuff. I got my kids are down here with me. They're getting a little rowdy and messing up my time down here. But Preston, I got to ship some stuff to Canada. I got to ship some stuff to Colorado this week. I'm waiting on money now. You guys don't know the money you guys donate and the money you guys send for the raffles and for the tickets go to Scaled World Weekly at yahoo.com, and then Pete sends me money from there to here. So we're just waiting on the money transfer. Yeah, Kyle, here it is. Here's the update now, and see how what it looks like once we add the decals to it. If you watched the earlier video, all I did sit down here a while ago, and we just started sitting down talking decals and talking shop talk. So don't forget, guys, scaledworld.net, the art and scaled world. Check that site out, see what other great builds are up there, see who else is building. Again, we're building this one alongside some of the other members of International Scale Modeler. They are doing a group build right now. Now, the Super Celine, it has, Preston, that Super Celine has the, got a bag stuck to my feet. It's supposed to have a Pro Charger with the dual intakes, turbo looking thing, but it's really plain. When you go to do your turbos, Preston, get you some solder. You don't want a resin core. Because it will leak. But you want to get a small solder. If you can get it solid, like this right here, you can see it's solid. And make your turbo piping out of this. It gives it such a better looking detail. Let's show Preston. I'm gonna put the McCures up. I'm gonna put this stuff up. I get too much stuff out and then I get lost. And that's one of the things I was talking about this morning, getting out too many projects and not knowing what to work on. I'm going to pull out one of the Mavericks. I got my Death Guard figures right in the way.
Wait. 620. Y'all want expert for 60 out.
Oop. Lost it. Oh. You got Ghostbusters to watch on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Alright, just chill. Preston, on this one right here, I made this one with like a Pro Charger, not a turbo, but a Pro Charger. And you can see how we used, I'm going to take the hood off. you can see how I used the solder for all the tubing for the Pro Charger. See if you can't get this up here better. And see how it's a much better looking detail. And then I just use some small K&S tubing wires for EGR valves and temperature transfer things. And you can see I made my blow off. I made the blow off valves out of solder too. Later, Tom, I'm gonna check that out. And see how just by using that solder you can direct it the way you want to. I painted on the tubing connectors and then just use foil as the clamp hoses. And that right there, just pick you up, go to the hardware store, buy you a few different solders. It's not cheap, the solder. Try to get, like I said, try to get solid. Don't get a resin core or flux core. You can get a 50-50 tin copper, that's fine. I got too much stuff out. Alright, but now I got this as a built up from Michael Mylan off the Facebook live auction page. And it's a old built up. I can't find this kit to build. I don't care about the decals. I just wanted the Mustang, the Fox body Mustang. And it comes with the front end already removable. Now it has a Cosworth looking motor in it that will fit in the Escorts that I've started to get. So I don't know if I'll run this one, but it comes with the turbo and all the intake and stuff. This kit here didn't have the radiator with it, but the monogram kit. This is the old style monogram kit. And it comes with these inserts that you put in the wheels. This is the way I got it from Mike. But I wanted to do this as I'm gonna do a custom street car out of it. I really like the Fox body Mustang, so especially the 79 through 92. Then I kind of lost interest in them until 2006 when they came back out. It's missing a few pieces in the front end, but I can easily remake those lenses with the CD, and it's not just old rough painted car. I just got it maybe last month, so I still I'm gonna redo it. It still has a lot to do. Body was painted a white and then clear coated. You can see glue damage everywhere. But I'll get all that stuff fixed, and then I'll make it my own, one way or another. But I was surprised when the kits first came out. I really wasn't into them because it's a race car, but then my love for Mustangs grew as I got older, and then I couldn't find the kit no more. But it actually had an opening hood and a removable front end. And some of the other Mustangs that I got, other Mustang race cars. Let's see. We got this one.
Can I have another model?
Oh. No, not right now. So on this Mustang race car, and the box fell. On this Mustang, it's the 711 car. You have the same wheels, but you have a different insert than what's on the Miller car, because it's a later body Mustang, and the whole thing is just the hood is off. So there's them back in there. Where you at, Timothy? All right. And then the next Mustang is the Roush Mustang, the 25 years of Mustang racing. Now it has the hood molded in, and the whole front end comes off. So to have the earlier version kit had the hood. This is the first one.
Three, three, 3 to 6 centimeters until they told.
Yeah, for the BBSs. Now the second kit came with them too. Let me look real quick. See if these would have. The Roush Mustang is copyrighted 1991. Let's see what the copyright is on the 711. It's 1987. Some of you guys that follow me weren't even born in 87. Yeah, copyright 1987. This is back when they were still in Des Moines. Yeah, if you guys don't follow the little Volkswagen scene, BMW scene, a lot of these guys have the BBSs, and they have an out push rim, and you'll have the regular rim, and then these right here set outside the rim. Pretty neat. Not the best looking wheel, in my liking, but that is the beauty of the car culture. What I might not like Preston said, other people adore. We all have our own personalization, our own likes and dislikes. But instead of knocking someone's flavor, embrace it, because you never know what it could lend to. Lead yourself into, I should say, not lend. Preston, I didn't even think about that until you said something. Pete, Preston, I don't know if you've seen what Pete sent me. Where are they? Pete sent me a set of scale production BBSs. I don't know where they are right now. I probably got them put up somewhere. If you guys don't see, my bench is fluttercated right now. Don't forget, we got tickets for the Mustang raffle. $2 a ticket. If you buy 10 tickets, you get to look. You get to pick an envelope that has other hidden prizes in it. And then we have 3 forever tickets left. With the forever ticket, they're $20 a piece, but they go into every raffle. Every ticket draw we have until they're chosen. So they're all in one bucket for the purple Mustang. The purple Mustang also comes with the built bike.
Almost
done. But like I said, we have the giveaway. We made the resin pieces for the motor. We have some giveaways for motor resin. We have a giveaway for stereo resin. I bet, Kyle. It's amazing how when we get into something, how destroyed our benches get. There's a coupon for a free set of Zimmerman wheels. There's some photo etch in there, donated by scaledworld.net. There's, what else we have in there? There's stickers There's shop cards. There's diversified scaler stickers in there. There's scaled world stickers in there. In the envelopes when you guys get to pick an envelope. And like I said, we're in the last 2 weeks of that. So in 2 weeks, we'll be drawing for that. Got a lot of stuff here. So, guys, I didn't know I was going to run for an hour and a half. I was just wanting to do decals. And like me, you guys know I'll talk your ear off. And I think that's what happened today. We're going to get these kids some lunch. Yes, the other night we cut off early when I was talking to Brian because the kids wanted ice cream. It seems like all the kids only bother me when they're hungry. But you guys have a great day. Enjoy the hobby. I hope you guys enjoy what I've shared with you today, and I appreciate you guys stopping by. Mark, John, I know it's kind of late over where you guys are. They're 6 hours ahead of us, so you know it's going to be 8 o'clock at night for them, and for them to get over here to join me in my afternoon shows, I appreciate that. You too, Ron. If you guys don't know, you can go over to Sprue Surgeon has his own live show on YouTube, so subscribe to Mark. You get to watch his show. He goes live with a few of his local friends, and then they do some building and some talking. Mark does some kit reviews. John and International Scale Modelers, they go live every Friday, 1:30 Central Time, so you guys can base your time around that. They go until about midnight Paul's time, so to us it's, you know, about 4:30. No, it's about 6 o'clock because they're 6 hours ahead, 7 hours ahead of us. So you know, they stay on for a while. They've been alternating from a show on one Friday to a build night on a Friday. John, are they still doing the once a month auctions? I can't remember seeing one yet this summer, so I don't know if they've taken a break. But recap of what we've done here today. Then I'm going to go out there and put some matte over it. Like I said, I chose matte. The satin just didn't look right. So we'll go out there and we'll put a coat of matte over this. You know what I hate about cleaning up the bench? When I clean up the bench, I can't find stuff. It seemed like right now, I can go to my detail pen. You know, you probably couldn't see it, but I could go right to it. I know right where my snips are. As many, and I'm out.